qué pasó?
But thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah, well, I'm really happy. Thanks for inviting me to your channel and to your interviews. I'm really happy.
Yeah, I'm glad. And you guys are in Cali, right?
Yes, we're in San Diego, and we also have a store in Chicago, and we just opened Canada, and we have one in China too. So,
oh my gosh, isn't that awesome?
Yes, it's crazy.
But you call San Diego your home.
Yes, when I'm home, because if you go to congresses like me, I'm like maybe 11 months a year I'm traveling, and 1 month I'm at home. Of course in different times. So sometimes I'm like 3 days, sometimes I'm 4 days, but we counted everything, and it's 1 month a year that I was home. Now I've been home for 5 months. I'm dying.
Ay, so you want to go back out there?
Of course, I miss everybody. Everybody, it's like a family, because if you think about it, all the people that you see in the congresses and stuff like that, they're like your family, and you just see them like once in a while. But I see the artists more than I see my family. I see Tamara, I see Alien, I see Karen and Ricardo. I see them all the time, and now it's kind of like hard because it's like 5 months and I haven't seen them. So.
Gosh, I mean, I am so happy I get to talk to you, because for me, and I don't want to, I know that you're very humble, y toda esa cosa, and I've been trying to talk to people that I admire and that I really look up to. I really look up to you, Gladys. I really, really
Thank
do.
You.
I love you. And mostly because you're an entrepreneur, you're female, it's really hard to succeed in this industry, being a woman and doing all this, and you're being able to build this whole empire. So tell us a little bit of how everything started with GFranco. How did everything go about?
Well, I have worked for the fashion industry for a lot of years before I start my own company. So when I start dancing, they told me you had to wear dance shoes. So I'm a shoeholic, and I love shoes, and I used to have like hundreds of shoes. And they're like, no, you have to wear these tiny little heels with this ugly little shoe. And I'm like, no, not me. So I decided, well, I'm going to contact all my manufacturers in Asia and in Mexico and see if I can make something for myself. So I started making I make my own shoes first, and then I'm going to make some extra to sell. So I start making them, and then I used to bring them to Alma Latina, because I used to take classes with Alma Latina. And I used to bring my 2 little bags with shoes, and I'm like, hey, I have shoes. And afterwards, everything just blew up. Everything came out really great, and thank God the company it was doing really good. So
that's awesome. The dance shoe, I would say that until you came about, it was very standard dance shoe. It was very black and tan, right? And there were some white ones, and with very ugly point, and some of the stuff that we're using in the ballroom industry. What did you add to your shoe at that time that started to define the GFranco design?
Well, we start by comfort. Because I come from the industry, from the fashion industry, so everything has to be comfortable. Because if I'm going to wear it, we're going to wear it for 5-6 hours. So comfort is main thing, and it has to look good. So if it doesn't look good, you don't want to wear it. I don't want to wear it. And it's going to be over there, and you're never going to have them. So we decide to shoes that I like, that I enjoy having, is how I started making the shoes. I started designing it, because I follow the fashion because of my previous work. I knew what it was in fashion, and also because I'm more technical. So we decide, okay, what is actually going to work for dancing, because not every shoe can work for dancing. It has to have specific. It has to hold you in a specific way, and it has to be comfortable again for you to have it. But then it has to be pretty. So we had to mix all those little things together to make a perfect shoe. So that's what we did, and we started making shoes that I love, and people didn't know they were dance shoes, and
yeah, They look like a regular beautiful heel that you buy at the store. Um, where did you start selling it? Did you start selling it first to like your friends that were in the dance class, or did you go to a congress or a studio? How did you start the
Uh,
brand?
well, well, what we did is we actually, because again, I come from the fashion industry, we decided to make it like a big grand opening,
Mm,
kind of. So what we did is, it's a lot of work that goes to start a company. You have to do you have to do like a plan.
yeah, business
So the
plan.
plan, business plan. So what we did is we started like a year
Hmm.
before we actually launched the brand, to do everything. We did all the product, we test everything, we did. So it had like and then we had to do planning how we're going to release it. So what we did is the time we released the line, it was, I don't know if you ever seen it was, oh my gosh, ya se me olvidó el nombre. Steven Steakhouse
Sí.
used to have like the championship for women.
Mm,
Remember, it was like the woman championship or something like that. So we actually talked to the person in charge of the thing, and we asked them, "Do you mind if we launch our brand that day?" And
wow.
we give to the people that they win, we give them shoes, and we give them a photo shoot or whatever they want. So what we did is we actually did a fashion show and we launched that time. And then I was so lucky that Alien won. So
Ooh.
we make a shoe specifically for her, and she was
Wow.
amazing. So I'm like, oh my God, it was so
I was
great.
gonna ask you first. Did which was the first shoe that you created as the brand? Was it that one, or was it the one for you?
The ones for me, of course.
Mm-hmm. Do
So
you?
I create few, like some different ones. Now they're not in the line anymore
Mm,
because, of course, it's been 10 years.
yeah.
So we actually create some, but the one that stays and stays for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
it is the alien shoe.
Yeah.
Because what happened is we make a black basic shoe, but we add the rhinestones.
Mm-hmm.
So we asked Alien to try it on and put it on, and then she give us feedback on how was feeling the rhinestones, where to take the rhinestones
Yeah.
off. And it has been one of the most famous shoes that we have. We
Mm-hmm.
have it for almost 10 years, that
Yeah.
shoe. And
For all of
mhm,
our little fashionistas, I did a video for our students about 5 years ago, giving them tips on what they should do for their shoe care. Because I think one of the thing is like you're saying, um, they see something with their eyes and they fall in love with the look and they fall in love with that without knowing if it's going to be practical for them. So if you have,
mhm.
let's talk like just your average person. What do you think is one of the things that they should keep in mind when they're buying their shoe for the first time?
You had to try it on. That's what is a little bit harder to buy it online.
Mm-hmm.
But we still, we have exchange policies. You can exchange them. But one of the things you have to try is when you try the shoe has to fit snug,
Mm-hmm.
but it has to be comfortable. You don't have to be dying
Yeah.
on the shoe that is so snug.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be like a nice, not too loose. If it's comfortable since the beginning, that shoe is going to last you 2 weeks, and then it's going to be super stretch out.
Yeah.
Every single dance shoe, they will stretch. So it's better when you have it where it will hold you and like hold you like a nice, like somebody's holding your feet.
Yeah.
And then after you wear it for a week or so, they will release and then they will feel really, really comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the first things.
Yeah.
Also, you have to see not all the shoes are for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not used to dancing with heels,
Yeah.
start with a 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
If you are used to dancing with heels, I always recommend the 3 inch,
Yeah.
because in that way your posture will be better.
Yeah.
It helps you, like the posture helps you, and everything. It's a
Lifts.
different center.
Yeah. I'm glad you said
Yeah.
that because that's one of the things that I recommend to our new students, and it's so hard as a teacher to recommend them to start with a 2.5 inch heel because they go out online and buy the stiletto 4 inch
Oh
heel.
yeah.
Oh my
They
God.
say,
And they stumble and stumble. I'm like, you could start with a two
and
and a half and graduate to a
yeah, because
stiletto heel.
it's a different muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Like and you can see when you see a dancer, you see their calves,
Oh yeah.
and they're like calves of steel. They're
Oh
like
yeah.
nice and tight and everything. And it's again because they don't dance in the heels; they dance in the balls of their feet.
Mm-hmm.
So all that muscle is start like building up because of that.
Yeah.
So if you never wear shoes, high heels, you have to start with the 2.5. Get your muscles, get used to, and then buy a tree and then use it for 1 hour
Mm-hmm.
until you are dying and then change back to the 2.5. And then
Mm-hmm.
it goes like that. Also, when you want to transfer it
Mm-hmm.
from a 3 to a 4, you have to do the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I also like to tell them that they should have a shoe for the dance studio and a shoe for the congress or going out. And it's a lot of
yeah.
times I see them wearing like the very pretty shiny one that they buy at the studio,
Mhm. And
and
you're
then
like,
they try to wear it at the congress, and it's like it's almost like you're at the studio. You're gonna butcher your shoe. You're gonna
yes.
put a lot of miles on that, and I think you want a very nice, crisp, pristine shoe when you go to the congress. Am I right?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
you want to have like it's like your tennis shoes, you know. You have to have your tennis shoes that you always wear to do all this kind of stuff, and then you have your pretty shoes that you go out on, you know.
Right.
That's the same thing in
Mm-hmm.
here. So, and the shoes, they they run out.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, a shoe, if you practice every single day, you every 3 months you have to change your shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to wear your really nice expensive shoe, the first one. You want to wear your basic shoe that you can kill it,
Mm-hmm.
after 3 4 months, and then buy a new one, and then keep your pretty ones to go out and look cute.
Oh yeah. Let's talk a little about like care. I think one of the nightmare things that I see a lot is people keeping their shoe in the hot car.
Girl, that is the worst thing you can do.
No, so that's a
You are
big no no.
crisping it.
Yeah, tell them about that because I tell my students all the time, pero
Well, what it is like you make it crispy. You're baking your shoe.
yes.
So after you keep it for a long time, it will get crispy. So all that glue, all those things that gets the stuff together,
Mm.
when you leave it too long in a hot car, it will like break down. So it's better you take your shoes out or put it in a not because like in California right now it's 80 degrees. I'm dying over here. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how hot it's over there in
It was
Florida.
103 today in Florida.
Oh my God! So try to figure. You are like putting your shoes out
In the
inside your
oven.
car. You are putting it in oven. So
Mhm.
it will not recommended. Do not leave your shoes in the car. I know everybody wants to like, oh, I just want to pull them out, but maybe like leave it and then just take them out, and
Yeah.
then when you're going to go out again, put it back in. But yes, you will make the life of the shoe shorter
Yeah.
if you leave it in your car.
Yeah, I think it's also it could snap, it could ruin the glue, it could ruin your rhinestones, it could ruin the heel. It's no win. The one of the other things that we see a lot is, and I'm not people going social dancing and you dance on a nice wood floor versus going
Mhm.
out to, for example, a restaurant and dancing encima de talco, baby powder.
Um, No, the taco and the grease, girl.
I
Because
know.
like a lot of those restaurants, they don't map the floor before they start the
No,
social dancing.
no.
So you get this gum thing underneath the shoe,
Hmm.
and you're like killing the shoe.
Oh,
So
I know.
so you always make sure that when you wet the shoe, if you by any chance pass by a drink and you wet it, you have to let it dry,
Hmm.
because again you are making the life of the shoe shorter, because again the shoe is wet and then it can peel easily,
Hmm.
because again it's just carnaza. I don't know how to say. Suede.
Yeah, suede. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's suede, so it absorbs all the liquid. So
Hmm.
you have to let it dry, and then after you let it dry, you brush it
Yes.
and it will come back to life.
Oh yeah.
Don't brush the shoe that often, okay?
Mm-mm.
Or only brush the shoe when you see like a little shiny spot in the
Hmm.
shoe, in the bottom of the shoe. If you see a shiny spot,
Hmm.
not that bad, but if you see a shiny spot,
I
if
know.
you see a shiny spot, brush the spot.
Hmm.
Don't brush, and then if you want, you can do like a quick brush all over, but
Yeah.
don't just because I see some people, they just go to
I
town in
know.
the bottom of the
Like
shoes
if
with
they
the
were
brush.
grating cheese off the shoe.
I swear to you, and like so you are like making the length of your shoe, well,
Hmm.
not the length, the life of your shoe
Yeah,
shorter.
I
So
know.
it's better. once in a while, or like when you see it, turn it around. Of course, you can like brush it slightly, but if you brush it like crazy, you will make the life of the shoe
Yeah,
shorter.
you're not trying to like scrape it to the bottom of. You're just trying to get that little bit of dust that it has, and once it's off, then you are done. And
Yeah.
I would really commend if you're trying to go out to a restaurant to dance, don't take your good dance shoes with you. Take a
Yes.
pair of flats or maybe an
Mm-hmm.
indoor and outdoor boot. There are boots at
Mm-hmm.
GFranco that you can buy that are outdoor, indoor that are perfectly
Yes.
best for that. And leave your dance
Yes.
shoes for the studio or the Congress or something like that because it's
Yeah.
just gonna mess up the shoe and it's an expensive product. Um,
Yeah, usually, when sometimes this happen before the Congress, they have a social in like
the
a bar or
pool.
something like that, and then
Mhm.
the people come up, oh, my shoes are broken because I went to the social and now their shoes, they don't have shoes for the
The night.
Congress.
Yeah.
Yes, because they went the night before to the pre-party.
I know.
So
I also see them in the pool party too, where it's
I
wet
know,
con cloro and dust
Uh,
and grass and wear
I
sneakers
know.
or flats. What do you
Yeah.
think is something that is a must for somebody to have in their shoe bag? Something that they need to make sure they have.
Your brush, of
Mm-hmm.
course, your brush, your
Mm-hmm.
shoe brush, in case you never know what is going to happen.
Yeah.
Another thing is, like we have these carbon inserts that you can put for the moisture, because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people put their shoes moist or wet inside their bag,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh
they
yeah, like the
smell like
sweat.
crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
So, when you have this, and let me say, Mickey, can you get me one of these carbon bags so I can show you?
Mm-hmm.
So we have these carbon bags now because everybody like, what can I put in my shoes so they don't smell?
Mm-hmm.
So we make these carbon bags like these
Oh,
ones
nice.
that you can put it inside the shoe,
Mm-hmm.
and it will absorb all the moisture from your shoe.
Oh, that's a
So
great
and
idea.
then
Mm-hmm.
so and like it will like pull the moisture out, and it will like help it for the smell of the shoe
Mm-hmm.
also. So it is really good. And then these ones, after if you feel like they are not taking the odor out, you just put it in the sun, and they will, because it's carbon, it will like come back, and then you
Oh,
just can continue using it. So
that's an
uh,
awesome thing to have. So a shoe brush, a little bit of carbon, and you should
yeah,
be set.
for the smell. And bread mints, please.
Oh, see, Brad meant to go to the social and some gum.
Yeah.
Right, but don't let the gum melt in the bag in the car of the
Oh
trunk
no, and your shoe.
and your
Don't know.
shoe. Oh my gosh. What do you think? And we're kind of going on the same way, but what do you think are the don'ts? Like something that you would tell somebody and trying to stop them from doing that to their shoe.
Do not dance in carpet.
Mm,
When you dance in carpet, the carpet has these fibers, like it hairs,
yeah.
and then your shoe has hair. So when you do spins, you cannot
Mm,
grind the shoe like that.
wow.
So sometimes it can like break the shoe, or it will lower the life of the shoe if you do that.
Mm.
So something to think about. I know it's hard. Sometimes there's no space in
When
the
there's
dance
no
floor.
space in the well, now there's a lot of space.
I know. Now you can go by yourself and be a
Yeah.
diva over
I
there.
know, but it's hard, and I never really thought about that. That if you're in the carpet, what I like to tell people too is don't dance on concrete or walk. Like I've seen people put their shoe in the car and
Mhm.
then walk into the social with the shoes on, but they're walking
Yeah.
on concrete, and concrete can also scrape the bottom
So
of the
yeah,
shoe.
yeah.
Um,
Also, don't get them wet.
mhm.
Don't get them wet, because that will like destroy your
Yeah.
shoe too.
Do you
So
think if it gets wet, where should they put it to dry? Like just air
yes,
dry?
air dry it.
Mm-hmm.
Let it air dry, and then when after you they air dry, because what happened after the shoes, after they get wet, they get flat.
Mm,
You know. So after you dry, let them dry normally, and then brush them,
mm-hmm.
because that will help with the hair to come up back up.
Yeah. And that also goes for men's shoes, guys. For any guys that are watching, that
Yes.
also goes for the men's because it's the same material. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the GFranco line. So you started off with shoes, and then the next thing was probably the brushes. tell me about how has the brand grown. 'Cause now you have a performance line, you have all of these things. Let's just walk through the different things that people can get because it's not shoes anymore, guys. We can get more stuff at GFranco.
Yeah, we people will. I always listen to what they tell me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we go to congresses all the time, because we want to see what you guys need and what you
Mm-hmm.
guys want. So we start with that. We start with the Karen for Cano tape.
Mm.
I don't know if you have tried it.
Yeah.
It's a double-sided tape, and that keeps you in. You don't have to worry about doing a show and then nothing popping out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's nice and snug. You can wear it also for social dancing. So you can put you have
A
a
nice,
local dress.
sexy,
You
low
can
cut dress. Yay.
and then you just cover and glue yourself in and you
Mm-hmm.
go to town. So we start that the brushes. We have the double-sided tape. We have our line of performance wear. You have
Mm-hmm.
one behind you, isn't it? That
See,
was
it's
us.
a, this. I put it on because this is one of the first ones I wore with La
Yeah.
Fuerza. Where is it? Right here.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
See.
So we have a line of like already made customs, and we also custom made. Those ones were custom made for your
Mm-hmm.
eyes, and we also have our own line of already made customs.
Mm-hmm.
So we decide to make it like a separate, so
Mm-hmm.
where you can just grab a bodysuit, a
A
skirt,
skirt
and put it together, and you will have a custom. And
like
then we
that.
have different sizes, and then you don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
So that was our goal. So whatever you all the dancers need, that's what we want to get them. So we start also our line of leggings and performance
Fitness.
athletic wear,
Yeah.
fitness wear for teams also, so we
Mm-hmm.
do teams performance wear. So we put their logo, and we have our we did our because they want leggings, so we did leggings, and we
Mm-hmm.
did all these different stuff that we have here. And again, we do like the body suits, all those, everything they ask us. We
Yeah.
try to like get some stuff, but most of our stuffs are black because that's
Mm-hmm.
what most of the people wear.
Yeah.
When you get like a white
Mm-hmm.
bodysuit, or like a white, we have one white bodysuit.
Yeah.
I did one.
Yeah. Well, the problem
But
with white is that you can see everything from stage. With if you're wearing a white costume, you really have to embellish it or tie it on with something else,
yeah,
so it doesn't.
doesn't like see
Yeah.
through. So we have like we mainly of the stuff that they have rainstones. We do everything,
Mm-hmm.
so it will be like if you custom made it for yourself,
Yeah.
but you just put it together. And a lot of people, when they like have issues with custom, they just right away call us, and we
Mm-hmm.
put something together for them, and then they have it ready for them
I
to
know
go in
that's
stage.
awesome. I think right now you guys can also pretty much dress a performer from head to toe because you also have the
Yes.
accessories, you have the pantyhose, you have the costume, the
Yeah.
shoes. So if there's a team out there and you have a head to toe need, I think GFranco is one of the multifaceted spots where you can get an entire head to toe wear, everything. Nada más te
Yes.
faltan los panty, Gladys.
No, ya tengo. We
Mentira.
have.
Let me see.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
told
don't
her.
have it
I
here.
told her the only thing she's missing is the underwear. She said she has them. So let's see.
Yeah, we have like nude and black, because we always bring it. We always bring it to Congress, because always have to be one time when somebody
Forget
forget
their
their nude on.
underwear. Oh my
I know.
gosh.
So we carry everything. Just ask us, because we actually carry it.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. La
We
bo-
also, we start making masks, because now with these
Mhm.
things. So check it out. These ones are brand new ones. Check it out.
Oh, the
Can
mask.
you
Oh,
see?
that's so cool. I love
The
it.
salsera is blingy blingy.
I love it.
So we have salsera, and then we have bachatera. And then we have a big line of face masks, because now face mask is a fashion statement.
Oh yeah.
So like if you like, we have a lot of, what we did is we did a lot of rhinestone masks, so
Mhm.
we can, so it's something that people can just look cute and then
And be
have them on.
safe. Go to the
Be
social and
safe.
be safe.
Yeah, because now everybody is going to require a mask.
Oh
Like
yeah.
right now they
It.
have.
I think it's gonna be a while before we can be without it. It's
Yeah, it's
insane out there. But we'll get all
yeah.
through it. let's talk about one of our favorite things about GFranco. Let's talk about sponsored dancers. Can you
Oh,
talk about
or
Eileen?
GFranco dancers.
I know, and Eileen was one of your first ones. And um, how is the process of picking one of your dancers to represent your brand?
Well, usually I'm always looking. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm always looking, but thank God we have approached. Ah, we were lucky to like approach people that
Mhm.
when they were starting. Like I met Karen and Ricardo when Karen was 17 years old.
See.
So and then so we start sponsor them since they were 17 years old because they are like those are somebody that you have to follow.
Oh yeah.
They are so precise and they have such a good work ethic
Mhm.
in the sense that they will come and I see them. That's why like okay, these kids are going, they're
Somewhere.
going to be a superstars.
Mhm.
So they will arrive from their flight and they will work for 4 hours.
Yeah.
They will practice for 4 hours and then they go to bed and they will get up in the morning and practice another 4 hours. So
Mhm.
they were like all the time.
Grinding.
And
Yep.
yeah, so they are I can see how much effort they were putting, and they were already champions when I was so lucky to
Mhm.
be able to be with them and start with them when they just won their championship. So we were really happy with that.
And
And
how did you feel when you saw the GFranco shoe on World of Dance?
ooh, I love it. So we have Jefferson and we have Karen and
Uh
Ricardo
huh.
wearing our shoes. We have Jonathan and Jorge wearing our
See.
shoes. And then we have Jefferson and Adrianita wearing our shoes.
Mhm.
So it's so nice. I'm like, oh my God,
That's,
those are
I
my
know, right? It's
babies. Yes,
awesome. And
yes.
so they're your first couple to go big and global. What are some of the other sponsor dancers that you guys have right now?
We have Tito and Tamara.
Mm-hmm.
We have Ernesto and Denise.
Mm-hmm.
We have Karin and Rafael.
Mm-hmm.
Jefferson and Adrenita. We have teams. We have Alma Latina because Alma Latina was with us since the beginning. So Alma
Mm-hmm.
Latina and Alien were the first sponsor dancers before anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Tropical Gem, Jamule. Oh my God.
So mucho.
Haron Reagan
Regan.
season muchas.
I, I was gonna say because there's one name missing. Has there been a sponsored dancer besides Aileen, because she was the first one that inspired a shoe? So it was the other way around. And I think I know
Oh,
of a guy.
Fausto, of course. Everybody like those shoes. Like everybody like keep looking at his shoes and telling, and he
They
like,
were
you had to
asking
make
if
these
they were
shoes.
GFranco shoes.
Uh-huh. So we made one for Fausto. We also made one for Ivo Kizomba. For
Mm.
Kizomba, he actually he told me, okay, here's a boot. Make this boot for me. I want this boot. You have to make this boot. So every time I used to see him, he like, you have to make this boot for me. You have to make it. So
Oh, that's
we made
awesome.
his shoe, and so we have the Ivo, we have the Fausto, we have Alien, and so we. But it's Fausto. That shoe is so Fausto.
I know it is. And I was there when he made the first shoe. I was there.
Uh-huh.
Y estaba él pegando like one stone at a time. And I told him, you don't think that has enough rhinestones? And he's like, no, I think it's missing more. Pegándole, pegándole, pegándole. A whole bunch. So I love it. I love it. It really does look a lot like him. You really capture him very well. And
Yeah.
that's all him, all bling and all that.
Yeah, we did so his t-shirts too. That it had La Fuerza with bling.
Yeah.
Remember? I don't know if you ever saw them. They
See,
were really cute with like all this shiny stuff.
all the sparklies. When did you remember when the guys line came in, the men's line?
Yeah, we started maybe after a year of starting the brand, because again, people were asking us, "What about us? What about us?" So we start with like the basic shoes. You have your like black and stuff like that, and then people like, "Oh, I don't want to change my shoes. I want to have an indoor outdoor." So we start the line of indoor outdoor shoes.
Mm.
So and then that one is once. that's the one that we sell the most, because a lot of people, they're just social dancers. There are a few that they don't perform, they just want to social dance. So we have a big line of men's shoes that they are social dancing, that they are indoor outdoor.
Yeah.
So but the comfort is there again. Comfort for us is one of the main things of the brand. Comfort and
I think
style.
they're also very stylish. There are
Mm-hmm.
other brands out there that sell for men, but they're so boxed in and plain, and even the ones que son como de charola, it's still
Uh-huh.
very basic.
Mm-hmm.
But the GFranco line of men is very stylish and elegant, and you it's not a shoe that you could easily go to a wedding on that
Yes.
shoe. It's so beautiful. They're very
Yeah.
elegant.
Thank
Let's.
you. Thank you.
You're my favorite. Tengo allí una pila de zapatos. I was gonna take them out, but I was like, no.
Okay, this is it.
So this is my GFranco, and this is my other one. Y toda la media pante allí en un bun. Where do you think is the best place to buy a GFranco shoe? Where should I go if I want to buy it? Do I go to Congress? Do I go to my local studio? Where would be the best place to buy?
Well, we have few distributors that they have our shoes, so you can buy them there. But most of the time, we bring everything, hasta el kitchen sink, mujer, when we go to the Congress. So you can try them on. Even that you don't going to buy them, then try them on. We're there for you. This is your opportunity. Try every single shoe that you want. So when you want to order it online, you know that it will fit you. You know that it's perfect for you. So that is the Congress will be good. But right now we don't have Congresses, so we're doing some pop-up stores. Hopefully we're going to do one in your area.
Yay, let's do it.
Yeah, so we're like going now. We're going to the client, because that feeling of knowing your client, knowing and the dancers, having that connection, and then feel freely to tell you what they want or what they need or what can we help them with.
Yeah.
So I think that is what I love going to the Congress. That's they told me stay in the office, and I'm like, no, I cannot stay in the office. I have to go to the Congresses, and so this is like a little way of kind of like make it a little bit still more personal, so people can try their shoes, see what they like, and hopefully they buy some.
I agree. I think it's very important that you try it on. I think one of the biggest things that were happening where people didn't try it on was a petite foot. And they were buying foot for a wide foot, and buying, I don't know which shoe to buy. I spent $200 on this shoe and it doesn't fit me, and then when I see it is your shoe is petite. You're buying a wide shoe. Did you try it on? No. So I think it's a great idea to do some of the pop-ups places. But you also have a couple different stores. So you have stores in 4 locations, was it, or 3?
Yeah, we have the San Diego store, that is our headquarters. We have Chicago store, that is with Physique Dance Academy, and then we are like our main office in our main store in Chicago, and then we have a main office in Toronto. So now what we did is finally we opened in Toronto, so people can buy the shoes without paying so much for shipping. Shipping to Canada was super expensive. So now having the product already in Canada, it's easier for them to just order it, and it's like regular shipping, not like $45 for shipping. It's like $15 or something like that for shipping. So they can get more shoes or get the product there. They don't have to worry about importation. We did everything for them already, so they can buy it directly. We also have one in China, because the market in China is growing, and a lot of people. It's incredible. When we went to China, they have congresses in China that you can go. Yeah, they're big, and everybody's like loving dancing in China. So we decided, okay, it's time for us to have a main warehouse also in China for the people to buy, and then for us to ship to. Now we are shipping. Whenever we ship something from the China, we can ship to Japan. We can ship to Korea, where the shipping will be cheaper than shipping it from USA. So we're trying to like work something out for people to everybody can get their GFranco shoes. So
Oh, that's I love it. That's awesome. So we talked about some of the things that you have right now. You guys are doing the mask, and you're gonna start doing pop up. Can we have a little GFranco exclusive of the stuff behind you? You could show the
sure.
people some of your favorite shoes.
Okay, so like so in case this is our store over here,
Look at that, guys.
and these are the clothing here. So and then we have all the different stuff. So we have like different kind of clothes in here that you can see. Hopefully you can see.
See, we can see it.
So so we have our performance line and then we have our social dancing line. So one of the things people have to start thinking when they order shoes, the shoe they bend. You see, that's one of the things when people are buying dance shoes. This is a 4-inch heel. Okay, so people think that if you wear a 4-inch heel to walk, you can wear a 4-inch heel to dance, and you cannot.
No.
Because what happens when you're walking, when you're dancing with a shoe that is a street shoe, you go like this. The whole shoe comes up. But when you're so they're like, oh, I wear 4-inch heels all the time. It doesn't work the same way because now when you wear a 4-inch heel and then you lift, now it's not a 4-inch heel. Now it's like a 5-inch heel. So people sometimes they cannot handle it. So they have to understand that. Look at the shoe; it bends really easily. So, but we have everything from. Let me just go over here. So these are. Ay, Dios mío. Espero que vean.
Sí, se ve.
So, ¿sí se ve? Okay, so this is our performance line over here, and then these are our straight shoes, and then our regular, social dancing. And this is our guys. Oh, Fausto is there. Where is it? Can you hear him? Fausto is there.
There you go. There's shout out.
Shout out for Fausto. And then we have other shoes. We have this one for like to dance on the street and walk and be indoor outdoor.
Yeah, and those are good for girls and boys.
Yeah, we have up to size 13. So. And then so we have all our little things here, and then all our accessories. We're making also for the mask. We're making these linears or like this neck. Sorry, esta es la perra. ¿Dónde está mi esta? Aquí está. Ay. So we're making these things for you to when you put you don't leave your mask behind. Because I keep forgetting my mask. I swear to you.
Yeah.
Like I had to run to the car to get the mask and stuff like that. So
well, that way it won't fall on the ground either.
Yeah. So like, let's see. I'm sorry. I'm putting it over here. Sorry. No me vean las pimples. I see. Ay, perdón. Ahí voy. Okay. So this thing is like, so you just hang it so it looks like a necklace and then you just put it on when you need to.
That's awesome.
That's
Are you going to try to do a couple for men?
Yeah, we do have some men's. We actually make these really cool ones for men's. They have air bands and then we have salsero and then we have bachatero. And then we have, so those ones are the ones that the guys like the most. And then we have some that they're more like, the bandana thing. And some guys like bling, like,
Yeah, they do.
So we made these kind of bling ones that they're more like the hematite.
See.
So, and then we have like all these different type of colors and stuff like that. So we're going to, whenever we do the pop-up store, we will bring all of the masks.
Oh, yeah.
So you can see them, and then if you like them, you can buy them.
Where is your first pop-up? Where are you guys doing the first one?
The first pop-up store is going to be in San Francisco. I think, what day we're going to do San Francisco, honey? Mickey? Oh, Alameda is right next to San Francisco. I think it's going to be the 13th, 12th, and 12 and 13 of September.
So there you go, guys. And then, if you're over there, go and check it out.
and then we're going to go to Florida after that. So I
Yeah.
think the week after or the week and a half after,
Mhm.
we're going to go to Florida. Hopefully, we want to be with you there. Yeah. And so yes, we're going to do all those kind of different places. So,
That'd be
so
awesome. I want to
yes.
thank you so much, Gladys, for coming up. We're gonna do our speed questions. This is something that I've been doing
Yes.
for fun. Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes.
You can't think about it too much. You have to try to answer as fast as you can. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Hot or cold?
Huh?
Hot or cold?
I call
Sweet or spicy?
spicy.
Are you half full or half empty?
I'm half full.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Go get it.
There you go. If you were making the Gladys shoe, what would it have?
Ooh, rainstorms.
Yeah, arriba. With a heel full of rhinestones.
Yes, everything like.
Who is your dance crush couple or soloist? Like every time you see them, you go.
Tito. From Tito y Tamara. All of us are like, oh, Tito. You're like so gentleman, you know.
Oh yeah, they're adorable. Thank you so much, Gladys, for
Thank
talking to
you.
us. We love the GFranco brand. Keep doing what you're doing. Yes, come and visit us for the pop-up. And we want to thank everybody for watching. Send us your love. Go check out the GFranco website. We put it there. And make sure you stay tuned for her pop-up.
Bye.
Oh, bye, Coco. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you so much, Ma.
Thank you. Bye.
¿Y qué pasó?